let's see some. Yeah. First of all, this is your blog, Google Maps Mania.
Yep, and I've got it's actually hosted at Blogspot, but I've got an easy way to get to it. It's gmapsmania.com.
Okay.
And that actually forwards through the Blogspot address just to get to it a little bit easier.
gmapsmania.com.
Yep. So the long address is up here at the top, but basically what it is it's a blog that's covering all of the latest and greatest mashups that are coming by.
I bet this is a full-time job, although people must send them to you.
You know what? At first I was having to kind of comb blog listings and find new ones that they made, but a lot of people have actually sent them to me recently.
Right.
So
that's great. These are the kinds of sites, folks, I particularly love. I call them meta sites, sites where somebody who's kind of fanatical about one thing has collected everything you need to know. And if you can find that one site, you don't have to spend any time looking for Google Maps mashups. You could find them by just going to your site. Well, that's really cool. Okay, so let's take a look at some.
Yeah. So basically, to find the category listing, and this listing's getting pretty long. I've actually. This will all move off of this blog soon.
How many are there right now?
You know, Google holds that close. It's a closely guarded secret, I think, in terms of how many actual API keys are out there or accounts.
Right.
But I mean, I'm looking at probably about 600 on this page.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Holy cow!
It gets to the point where one long list kind of outgrows itself. So very soon, if people visit the blog, you'll start to see it move over to a directory listing soon.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Eventually, you have to use Google to find your mashups on the Google Map.
Yeah. Let's hope they hold off on indexing for a while anyway. So yeah, we've got the mashups and tools index over here, and I've got a listing here of top picks, and these are just basically sites that I think if someone's new to the blog, they can kind of get their feet wet and know what Google Maps are. And when I say the word mashup, basically that's a database or a data source mashed up with a Google Map. Okay. So the first one I'll show you is a site called. It's called 2realestateauctions.com, and what this guy's done is he's taken the eBay API and the Google Maps API and mashed it together.
So all the dots on the map here represent online eBay real estate auctions.
That's right. And what he's done is he's taken the ones with the highest bid count, sort of alerting you to the fact that, there might be a deal here. So he's taken real estate first.
He's combined two different projects in a really great way.
Yeah. So if you click on that one, for example, you can see there's 15 bids for this Arkansas recreational resort paradise. So it basically just alerting you to some of the auctions that are happening. So a lot of these are really enhancing sites that already exist or data that's already out there. One that I actually found this morning just popped up. Getting lots of blog play today is called Wayfaring, and it's one of those sites that allow you to create your own Google Map without having to know a lot of code. Or apply for the API. So basically all you need to do is go to wayfaring.com, take out an account, and then I'm actually logged in as my account right now. But what we can do is we can, let's zoom into, let's just take Toronto as an example. So we zoom into Toronto. What we can do is we can click over here on add a waypoint, and we can actually click, type the name, we can call, let's just do the CN Tower.
Okay.
And we can
easy navigation.
Yeah, it's an easy reference point. So under tags, we can put things like Toronto, or we could do.
It supports tags as well.
It does, yeah. Tag searching for each of the maps. Then we can describe it. We can say tallest freestanding structure
in the world, my friends. And don't let anybody forget it.
That's right.
Come to Toronto.
So what we can do is we can hit save waypoint. And that will allow us to take a look at that map.
So you can either click on the map or you can put in an address for that.
That's right.
Okay. I don't know what the address is.
Save waypoint.
We have to put an address in. You haven't said where it is.
Oh, there we go.
So click somewhere. I can read directions too. It's not in Etobicoke. I know that.
So we'll find the CN Tower where.
Yeah, there you go. You're close now. You're
getting close. Yeah, there we are. Right.
Zooming right in. You don't need to know the address if you know where to look.
Well, let's just
put it in the train
assume
yard.
it's right
there
in the middle of the train tracks.
Okay.
No, we don't.
You have to click harder. Click on the map. It says. It's not letting you do that.
It's not.
He obviously. Well, this is new code.
All right.
We found a bug already in Wayfaring, but I get the idea now.
Yeah,
and so you can make a map of a lot of different pins.
That's right.
Okay.
Let's pop over to one that's actually done.
Okay.
What I've bookmarked here. This basically has taken different webcams and points of traffic information in downtown New York.
Wow.
Okay, so this is actually one where waypoints have been added.
Now this isn't Wayfaring, this is somebody else's
This
site,
is a separate site altogether. It's off a site called allchemist.com. I've got it linked as one of my favorites or top picks.
So what happens if we click one of these? Now this shows you don't have to use those red Google dots too. You can even have your own color coding.
That's right. This is someone that's used the API.
This is a live camera.
That's right. So what they've done is they've taken webcams and mashed it up with Google Maps as the mapping interface, and then allowed you to look at...
See, if you lived on Manhattan, this would be fascinating.
Yeah, looks like a... Let's pop into another one with a live camera there. So you can actually see a live street view. And what's really neat about this is if we zoom right in...
That's really amazing. Well, this is just a little scary. I mean, this is incredible.
Now, if you switch to
you could
satellite...
probably follow a car. You could probably follow a car using this. From camera to camera.
There you go.
You could spy on somebody.
And the satellite imagery gives you a bit of real context to it. Now, one of my personal favorites is one that I think kind of might show the future of how public transit may operate in the future. This is somebody that's taken publicly accessible data from an Irish rail site. This is in Dublin, and what he's done is all he's doing is scraping the real-time locations of commuter trains.
So this is where the trains are right now?
This is a real-time map of showing locations of where commuter trains right now are buzzing along the tracks.
That is amazing.
What's really neat about this, so basically each of these trains has a GPS unit on the train, and it's basically showing us what train that is, what line it is, and when we zoom out, we can actually see what train that is. So if I live in this area right here, and I've got a mobile device with a web browser on it, I can go to this mashup, see where the train is, and know if I need to run or if I can walk. So,
it's great. This is the kind of information that we should have for everything we do.
Absolutely.
Okay, we have time for one more.
Okay, well, one more. We should
two more. We should do two more.
Because
I like your beer one. I want to do the beer one.
Okay, sure.
But we got to show the Frapper.
Okay, so Frapper is basically a site where you can create a map for either your website, your club, your group, or your show.
In this case, I created one for Call for Help. Very easy. It took me about 3 steps.
Yep.
So if you go to frappr.com/CFH, that's our map. And what we want to do is have people put push pins in where they are.
So let's be the first.
Shall we?
Zoom into Toronto again.
Okay.
We won't try and find the CN Tower this time.
No, just you can just enter the name, right? You don't have to actually do any zooming. If you scroll down.
Don't know if we have a search.
Yeah, there you go, right there. See? You haven't used this in a while. Right at the bottom, just fill it out. There you go.
Oops, there. So I'm going to say, let's do Toronto, actually.
Yeah, there we go. And you have Toronto, Ohio, or Toronto, Canada.
We'll take Canada.
There we go.
Put Mike Peg.
And Call for Help is great. I like that.
Cool. We can do a picture if we have one,
right?
but we'll just add it.
And now we have our first peg. No, we don't want to make an account.
No, we don't want to make an account.
No, say no thanks there. That's all right. That's something new that they added lately. I don't know why. I guess they're trying to make a little... Look, there's 2 listeners, 2 viewers.
So there's our little...
Mike in Toronto and me in California.
Hey, there's Leo.
Well, I started it. I had to put my face in there. So that's frappr.com/CFH.
That's right.
With no E. Frappr. Now show us one more.
Okay, so one more. This is one I was sent last night by a fellow in Toronto. And what he's done is he's taken...
Find beer on Google.
That was the title for the blog post. So he's got beerhunter.ca, and basically what this is doing, he's only got Toronto to start with, but I mean, tourists,
that's probably all you need.
Hey, tourists that are in town might be able to use this as well. You can basically click on any of these items. LCBO, just to give some background, you can't buy beer or liquor in Ontario in a corner store. So specifically government-run companies sell it. So
and the color of the pin says whether it's open or closed?
That's right. And we don't have any closed right now because of the time of day.
It's a good time to buy beer, baby.
That's right. So we can go click on beer. You can see the hours where you need to go.
This is somebody who's very dedicated to his beer.
Absolutely. And this could be very popular.
To find out more about how you can use these maps and up to 600 new maps, amazing, and more all the time, gmapsmania.com. Mike Peg is its creator and the keeper of the maps. For links to some other examples and the ones we showed you, go to our show notes. Callforhelptv.com. Thanks, Mike. Now it's time to combine technology with trivia.